Hi everybody, just wanted to give you the heads up on a couple of changes. They're not really huge. They were things that, building on things that we already were doing. First change is on the home screen of the homepage, I should say, of the website. So normally when you popped on, it looked like it had the Zoom link and then it went straight to the pages that you have for each class. But I'm just putting this up here on the main page for now. This is the days slide, getting away from that 3-column thing and just going with one day. So when you first come on, this will be what you're going to look at for the day. And then you're going to notice as soon as you start going through, I'm going to just give you all the stuff up front. Each day is going to have kind of a pattern to it. And we're going to go through that right under the thing that says new weekly schedule, which is blocking part of it, but you'll get to see it live and in person in class today. Monday and Tuesday, all periods are going to have live lessons. And everything that we do in class that's a demonstration or links and lessons and things that we do in class, those 2 days will be recorded and posted up on within the weekly slides here and also on my YouTube channel. Wednesday, our shortened day. There's not going to be a live lesson given during class. I'm going to use that day kind of like office hours. So everyone, every period, all 6 classes is going to be required to come and check in and let me know verbally if you have any questions or needs that we need to check in on. Okay, so on Wednesday, it's a little bit of a change, but everybody needs to check in and let me know. And at that point, I also would tell you if I needed to meet with you about stuff that you owed. So if you are a person who is behind, you might have to stay that day. Thursday and Friday are the same in that I'm only going to be doing live lessons with periods 3 through 8. The virtual periods in the morning are going to be handled like PE just those 2 days. So I'm not going to hold a live lesson in the morning, first and second period. But anything that I demonstrate, if that happens, which I'm not sure that it will, but if it did happen later in the day, I would post that on the website or send it out through some kind of remind. But I don't anticipate that that's going to happen. Plan to use my in-class time to answer questions the kids that are hybrid are bringing in. And if you are a virtual student that comes into school, you could make time during a study hall to stop by and ask me something in person. So you're going to see that that's the biggest change. And I'm going to try to keep this consistent so that it feels like a pattern in a routine that we can all get used to. Okay, the second thing you're going to notice is that there's only 3 days that things are going to be due, Mondays and Thursdays. Except for if you're a digital student, you'll have that additional assignment of 5 photographs on Friday. Okay, so on Mondays, you're going to have a classwork assignment. That's like your a little practice learning activity. On Thursday, you're going to have the one and only weekly daily artist log. So we're shifting from the daily check-in to a weekly check-in. So it's going to be a bit more important for you to really document your work throughout the week on that one document. And then the following Monday, we'll wrap up the week's work with a big artwork. Okay, so a mini artwork or exercise to kind of learn the concepts, a weekly check-in, and then conclusion in a bigger piece, which will have been 7 days later. So the good thing that I like about this new format, which is kind of what I was thinking, but I just hadn't figured out how yet, was to give you more time, especially the people like even the virtual students in the morning or the virtual students in the afternoon even. You don't have to get up and draw or even be on your tablet from 8 to 8:30 or, well, that's not a time, 8:30 to 9:15 if that's not when you're going to work on your art. You do have to work on your art. But maybe 2 hours in the evening is when you would like to work on your art. So trying to figure out some ways to make it work for everybody. So here's the other thing that's different. I told you way in the beginning, from the start, that I want everybody to be able to pursue things that challenged them, but also were what they were interested in. So here is that beginning. Every week, our projects are going to span some part of the things that you all are interested in, the courses that I'm teaching. So different choices every week. Can't say that it's always going to be 1 and 2 or 1 and 2 and 3, but some mix of things for both the classwork and the bigger artwork. Okay. Most of those bigger artworks, unless there's something that we get really into, or advanced students might branch off into projects that last longer than a week and are more in depth. But for the most part, this is the format that we're going to be following. Everybody is doing on the far right over there in that little yellowish box, that weekly, daily, oh gosh, I got to change that. That weekly artist log. Okay. So these are just the small descriptions of the choices. When you click on any of these, it takes you to links that you can see things inside. Oh, none of my links are working. Okay, hey, I'm really glad I practiced this before tonight. So here, for example, in this slide, before tomorrow, I meant to say, before this, before the end, you can see, okay, hold on, let me just, all right, well, there's a link that works, but I'm really glad I did test that. So here's the weekly artist log, and it's really similar, but just a little bit different, okay? Because we're at a different point than the beginning in the first quarter. So once I get these links active, you can see that when you choose your choice, you'll be directed to a whole separate little kind of PowerPoint, actually, that you can see. But I'm going to go through that with you tomorrow. When you get to Schoology, I cleaned it all up for you. And this is a big question that I want to answer, but I think I'll do it in a separate video so I don't lose you. Okay, so that's where we were. This is the website. If you were to keep scrolling down, you can see all of that. I did not update your new pages. We will get there. Okay, so like this is our first week. Okay, this is what it looks like. I have it clearly labeled what days you have to be on for live and what days you would not. This is like what the artwork choices are, and it's all put there, giving you as much choice as possible. Okay, all right. Thanks.